I would next like to invite up Rosalind and Sherman Teichman. Rosalind is the Associate Professor and Interim Chairperson in Anthropology, and Sherman is the Founding Director of the Institute of Global Leadership, and they will be introducing Sasha deBeausset.
Hello. Sherman and I are sharing the honor of introducing Sasha because she just can't be contained in one program. Some people are separators and some people are integrators, and Sasha is an integrator. She's integrated leadership, activism, civic engagement, and academic excellence in her work on 3 continents. And I'm going to focus today in our division of labor on Sasha's civically engaged scholarship. Because she's also integrating the social and natural sciences. Whereas most of our students gravitate towards either sociocultural anthropology or biological anthropology, that's not good enough for Sasha, because Sasha has a problem that she wants to address, namely malnutrition and undernutrition in Latin America. And so she feels that focusing on one or the other won't work. You have to think of them together. You have to work with them together. And so he's writing a senior honors thesis on food and nutrition in an indigenous Quiche community in Guatemala. And she prepared for this with remarkable thoroughness. She, first of all, studied organizations that were involved in work in malnutrition in Guatemala, including UNICEF, FAO, and because she needed to learn the language in the village in which she conducted research, she learned Quiche via Skype. She conducted original field research on the multiple roles of maize in an indigenous Guatemalan community, and this is forming the basis of an outstanding senior honors thesis in anthropology. She's been a very active, a very important part of the public anthropology initiative in my department. She was the events coordinator for a project called YUM, Taste of an Immigrant City in Somerville. In Tisch College, as a Tisch scholar, she leads a research group in community organizing with the Wellcome Foundation in Somerville. At home in Guatemala, she regularly volunteers with a children's organization, and when a flash flood devastated a village a few miles from her home, she organized an immediate relief effort. And what's really remarkable is that she combined all this, plus what you're going to hear from Sherman, with outstanding scholarship across several different disciplines. We're honoring her with our Anthropology Prize, and it's very fitting that she is being honored as for a President's Award today. Congratulations, Sasha.
It's a tremendous honor to be here. First of all, I want to join a previous introducer in congratulating all of our recipients and all of their nominators. To be part of this university is a tremendous honor and privilege. Alistair, in specifics, you and Sash are leading our synaptic scholars into a new horizon, and it's a great honor to be in your presence as well. So, Sash, she showed up as a freshman at our doorstep at the Institute for Global Leadership with 10 other people, with the vision of taking on a project in the village of Santa Anita, a village of demobilized guerrilla fighters who had been given a barren plot of land, allegedly to be able to sustain themselves as coffee growers. The students committed themselves to this project. It's still ongoing, and have sent successive waves of our students to this area. They have renegotiated the lease conditions. They have become horticulturalists. I'm not exactly sure how many thousands of plants you actually put. 20,000 by hand. I have all the pictures of the digging. This woman digs deep. She digs broad. They've done extraordinary work in this village, including dealing with trauma, dealing with the children of these guerrilla fighters, dealing with questions of literacy, of computer access, of health issues. I mean, a completely integrated vision. The program is called BUILD, Building Understanding Through International Learning and Development. They created a curriculum through the experimental college, a rigorous one. Sasha was responsible for integrating design, method, and evaluation into the manner in which this village was approached. This particular program, BUILD, has now expanded into Tamil Nadu in India, and it has perhaps 70 or 80 active members. It's become extraordinary in just 4 years. Sasha is also a part of our Synaptic Scholars, as with Alistair, and it is a community which is dedicated to the integration of knowledge into a cohort of a community that has a huge breadth of reach. We basically have tried to synthesize the horizontal parts of our ladder and to create a community where students have a deep appreciation for their intellectual pursuits and for the common sensibilities of what scholarship and what active citizenship can mean. And it's my belief, Alistair, 74 applicants this year, you chose 12 for the 7th successive class. And if you've listened to the profile of Alistair and Sasha, you have a sense of what this community has done. It is a completely student-run initiative. We started it and basically handed over the keys, and it's become quite a vital part of our university. Sasha is also a leader in the Empower program of the Institute. She was the undergraduate coordinator for this project, which is a part of the Clinton Global Initiative and the World Economic Forum and the Schwab Foundation for Social Entrepreneurship. And the students, both at the Fletcher level and the undergraduate level, choose annually and mentor and nurture scores of students who are involved in the Skoll definition of social entrepreneurship, activities benefiting humankind, but with a particular emphasis on poverty alleviation. And we just had the honor of co-hosting Muhammad Yunus, the Nobel laureate, the founder of Grameen Bank, and Sasha sat next to him. And when he finished the dinner at Gifford House, he came over to me to thank us for the Jean Mayer Award that the Institute had given him with great pleasure. And he said, "Who is that young woman I sat next to?" So we have an interesting surprise for you in the context of the way in which Yunus wishes to work with you into the future. You're going back to Guatemala, but between these different kinds of activities, what we have learned from Sasha is that she is a woman of tremendous integrity, insight, compassion, sensitivity, and a true leader, somebody who has nurtured each successive class. Passing the baton, transitions are critical, and Sasha has the delicacy and the fortitude to have figured out how to nurture successive classes of young students. I'm going to miss her terribly, but we are part of a lifelong community. And Alistair, you're going to be at Harvard next year, so it's easier. You're going to be back in Guatemala, but we'll never lose you. Thank you. Switch.